Greetings. I'm Pearl John and welcome to the Other 167. We continue our series on tough questions and tough answers, and we focus on the theme rising from rejection when closed doors lead to greater destinies. The pain of rejection can be excruciating. Rejection, it stings, it scars, and it stops us on our tracks. A relationship ends and you feel unworthy. A promotion is denied and you feel invisible. A dream collapses and you feel like a failure. We've all been there. Doors slam shut, people walk away, opportunities disappear. But what if rejection isn't a setback but a setup for something greater? What if the no you fear is actually leading you to a better, greater, smarter yes? Let's explore three powerful truths about rejection that can transform our pain into purpose. 1. Rejection is redirection. God closes doors for a reason. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 9, we know a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. Joseph was rejected by his brothers, but it led him to the palace. Moses was rejected by Egypt, but it led him to Israel's freedom. Paul was rejected in certain cities, but it led to the gospel reaching new places. A young woman applied to a dream job and she was rejected. She was devastated until 6 months later a better opportunity came her way. Had she gotten the first job, she would have missed a career of a lifetime. How does this relate to me? When a door closes, trust that God is guiding you to something better. Rejection isn't the end. It's just a divine redirection. Secondly, rejection refines. It builds strength and character. In James chapter 1 and verse 3, we know that testing of your faith produces perseverance. David was rejected by his family, but God was preparing a king. Jesus was rejected by his own, but it led to the greatest redemption. Peter denied Jesus, but he later led the early church. A best-selling author had her book rejected 27 times. And finally, one publisher said yes, and that book sold millions worldwide. Her rejection wasn't the end of her story. It was the making of it. And thirdly, rejection is not your reflection, because your worth comes from God. In Isaiah 43 and 1, we read, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by my name. You are mine." Jesus was rejected, yet he was the cornerstone. Leah was unloved, yet God blessed her lineage. Zacchaeus was despised, yet Jesus called him by name. A teenager was bullied and told he'd never amount to anything. Years later, he became a world-renowned motivational speaker, the same kid who was once rejected. People's opinions don't define your value. God does. Stop seeing rejection as a reflection of your worth. God has already declared you valuable. Rejection doesn't define you. God has already done it for you. let me pull this to a close. From rejection to restoration. Rejection is in the end, it's the stepping stone to something greater. Redirection, God is leading you to something better. Refinement is your character being shaped, and reflection is your worth is not based on human approval but in God's love. The stone that the builders rejected became the cornerstone. Your rejection is just the beginning of your greater purpose. This is Pearl John signing off the Other 167. Thank you for watching the Other 167. We continue our series next week. Until then, have a wonderful weekend and a great week ahead. God bless.